islands in the Pacific. We're paradise in peril.
After our president's incomprehensible decision last week to withdraw from the Paris Climate Agreement, our next honoree takes on even greater significance in asking how we can put aside our individual needs to join together as one planet to reverse climate change. The Television Academy honors the National Geographic documentary Before the Flood. Academy Award-winning director Fisher Stevens teamed up with Academy Award-winning actor and longtime environmental activist Leonardo DiCaprio to create a film that is a rousing call to action. They traveled around the world to show us firsthand the very real consequences of climate change and the difficulty in getting industrialized countries to join together. The film reaches its climax at Paris in the Climate Accord. Unfortunately, Trump pulled out. Please take a look.
Throughout Palau, we have sea level rise coming into the farmlands, coming into the homes.
This is unbelievable. When was this an intact island with homes on it? How long ago?
12 years ago, when you came, there were people living here. So within the 12-year period, this is the result. It's just a small picture of one place.
We're standing in the last place on Earth. They still have elephant, rhino, orangutan, and tiger together in the wild.
What a beauty.
The expansion of palm oil industry in Indonesia have taken over about 80% of our forest. Indonesia is one of the most corrupt countries in the world.
If anyone gives you this very cute stuff and tells you, oh, the world's poor should move to solar, and why do they have to make the mistakes that we have made? I hear this all the time from American NGOs. And I'm like, wow, I mean, if it was that easy, I would have really liked the US to move towards solar, but you haven't.
It's my pleasure to present the Television Academy honors to the producer and director of Before the Flood, Fisher Stevens, and producer Brett Ratner.
Thank you, thank you. So, first and foremost, I want to thank the Television Academy for this great honor. It's great to be here. And Fisher Stevens, our director, Fisher, did an amazing job working with Leo for, 3 years? 3 years on this incredible film that was also Leo's basically lifelong mission. I mean, Leo's been doing it since he was a kid. I also want to really thank Nat Geo for their fearless support. They are one of the great networks globally, and Tim Pastor and Courtney Monroe just fully supported us. And 60 million people saw this film. 60 million people saw this film, and 1 billion minutes were watched of this movie. So thank you, Nat Geo, for your incredible and fearless support of this film. Rat Pack, everyone at Rat Pack Documentary Films, Adam Bardock, Marie-Therese Jurgis, and here's the director. Check him out.
Thank you, Brett. Thank you, Television Academy. This is a great honor, and Rat Pack, Brett, Adam, having the confidence in us, Mark Monroe, who's here tonight, who wrote the film, Nat Geo, Courtney Monroe, and Tim Pastor, and you guys were so great to blast this thing out, as Brett said. So Leo and I wanted, one of the beauties of working with Nat Geo, and unfortunately it was a little late in the game, but we said we wanted this film to come out before the election in 2016. And we barely finished the film before the election, sadly, but we did get it out 10 days before. But what we found, as you all know, is that climate change was not an election issue. And I think we are all paying the price right now. And the film has a very different feeling to it than when it first came out. It's coming out, when you watch it now, it's almost like it's a horror film. We did say in the film to the president, at the time, Barack Obama. What would happen if somebody got into office and didn't believe in the science of climate change? Would it affect all of the good work that you have done, and would it maybe make us pull out of Paris? And he said, you know, things have a funny way of hitting you in the face, and you kind of realize, and maybe I have confidence. Well, he was wrong. We are now, obviously, we've pulled out of Paris. The Clean Air Act is no longer viable. A guy named Scott Pruitt is running the EPA. And it's really important, I think, that all of you out here continue to, if you do care, you raise your concerns, and we keep fighting like Governor Brown, like Governor Cuomo, like Washington State, like 182 mayors and cities that Michael Bloomberg is coordinating. So we have to keep this fight going, because the Koch brothers are going to continue to pour money into the 2018 election, and climate denialism is their main agenda, because they want to continue to make money, and they are making a lot of money by us pulling out of Paris. But we cannot stop, and we have to join the rest of the world and kind of step up to the future and continue. So I'm grateful for the Television Academy for honoring us, and hope more eyeballs are on our film. And I'm grateful for Steve Zalian to let me sell Viagra, because I got a lot of it for free. And no, but really, this is a great honor, and I'm thankful. And I really, really want all of you to keep fighting Scott Pruitt and the EPA, and keep fighting for our children and our grandchildren, because this is no bullshit. This is serious, and we have to keep strong. So thank you very much.